Hey guys, I'm back and I learned how to floss on holiday. Do you see that? What do you mean you didn't know I was on holiday? Did no one know? Did no one notice I was gone for 3 months? Awesome. Well, while we're here, I guess we may as well have a look at the news. So what's been going on? Oh yeah, VidCon was this weekend. Oh, there was a TanaCon. Well, let's have a look at this TanaCon.
For 2 hours.
Oh god. Oh
They
god.
just canceled TanaCon.
Oh come on, a condo?
TanaCon.
Ah! Oh dear. Ah! Oh, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna floss back away. Oh, I'm off. I'm going. Why does it hurt so much to floss? I tense my arms up so much. So by the looks of the title of this 40-minute video that I really don't want to watch, it seems that Tana, miss me with that N-word shit, got salty because VidCon didn't have her as a featured creator. Now I know it delves in much deeper than that, and I'm sure Tana's got her own little nitpicks about VidCon. In fact, PewDiePie actually complained recently in a video about how he thinks it's wrong that these content creators don't get paid for their time, even though people are spending thousands to come and meet them. It's all water under the baguette. What? But don't worry, Tana Mongeau is to the rescue with her own TanaCon, where everybody is a featured content creator. That's right, I said everybody's a featured content creator for free. But if you want to be not just a featured creator, but a featured fucking creator, $65. Can make all your dreams come true, apparently. Oh, just sounds like a recipe for a fantastic time. But unfortunately, our dear Tana's convention didn't quite work out. It kind of reminds me of that Fire Festival from like a year or so ago that Blink-182 were meant to play, you know, that amazing beach festival, which had luxurious food, all these amazing bands and artists, and glamping, big tents, and oh, amazing. And then people got there and it was just a trash-covered beach with no drink, and I think bread and butter. Everybody likes a good slice of bread and butter. But in this case, the beach was a convention center with a cap of 5,000 people. Instead of bands, we had meet and greets with famous vloggers such as... And the trash covering the beach, in this case, was actually the people who decided to go. Ah, Tana, you tried so hard. You tried so hard. You got all these amazing creators, you booked the venue, you got security, you wanted to make sure it was safe from those meanie people who would go to your meet and greets and put your head in a lock and put the thumbs up and say naughty words. And unfortunately, it just wasn't meant to be. So that's why I'm throwing my own convention called WolfCon. That's right, WolfCon for all you KnockoutWolf fanatics. No, it's not a furry convention. No, it's not. Mom, it's not a furry... No, it's not a furry thing. It's not, no. Mom, I'm not a furry anymore. I told you not to take my fursuit to the dry cleaners. They don't know what to do. They ripped it last time. So I thought, after the success of TanaCon, I would go over the 4 essential steps for holding your own convention. Okay, so step 1. Now I want you to stay with me on this, because this is the longest and most complicated step to holding your own convention. This is the most essential part. It's the foundation, if you'd like. Now, we all know that Tana Mongeau Do You Think You Saw Us is a storytime YouTuber. Now, storytime YouTubers, they usually have a story which, in real life, would go like this. Hey, so last night I went out and me and a guy, we hooked up. He was a real nice guy. We got on, we were flirting a little bit. And I went back to his house and we did a good sex. Now, Tana takes that and she doesn't lie. We'll just say she bends the truth a little bit. And it comes out like this. He fucked me with a toothbrush! Now, Tana, I think we're like the same age, me and Tana, and she's already got such success from telling these stories and such. So, I think it's pretty obvious that you need to be a successful storytime YouTuber and bend the truth a little bit to be able to lay this foundation that is your convention. Now, what stories do people like on YouTube? Is it stories about when I went to the supermarket? No, come on, that's not fun. Is it work stories? Oh, I think we're onto something here. The Odd One's out. He's got a very popular series on when he used to work at Subway. So for example, I'm gonna recall some stories of the time I worked at Grog's. When I worked at Grog's. So being a team member at Grog's was my first proper job really, other than freelance and teaching guitar and such. and it was wank. I really didn't like it. And we only actually worked there for about 3 months because I hated it. It was awful, and I didn't want to hit my head against the wall anymore. And I actually saw one of my old co-workers on a night out recently. I'm surprised she even recognized me because I used to have my hair up like this with a hairnet on and a hat. I looked like a prick. I really did. And she was like, hey, Brody, we used to work together. What did you work at Grog's for? Like 2 weeks? And I'm like, fuck off, Martha. It was 3 months. Her name's not actually Martha. I just can't remember. I just feel bad. Anyway, so story one. I'm going to read this from my laptop. I had to put a bit of detail in it. So I just wanted to make sure I got the facts right for the first telling of the story. So story one. My boss was a very strict, by-the-book woman who was also really tiny. I think she had short man syndrome, but she was a woman. So I feel like we need a name for that. Short something syndrome. I don't know how we get around that. She once showed me how to turn on the heater for the soup, and then she never mentioned it again. A couple of weeks passed as I only worked at weekends, and apparently it's now my job to turn on the soup heater, which I was blissfully unaware about. As the day passes, someone asks for a bowl of soup, and so my coworker goes over, gets the little ladle, goes, oh, it's cold. And so the guy that she's meant to be serving is in front of us, and he looks at this really stupid badge. I used to have it. It was like massive, and it says something stupid like, warm yourself up with our delicious hot soup. It just made me look like even more of a prick. So he looks at me, looks at my badge, looks back at me again, and angrily says, well, I can't warm myself up with a delicious hot soup if it's cold. And I found this hilarious, and I was laughing, and I was like, you know what, I don't even care that you're pissed off at me, because that is funny. So my manager took me aside later on, and she's like, look, you didn't turn the soup on. And I'm like, well, yeah. And she was like, give me the short little woman eye. And you know, that's the story. It's pretty plain. Not really much happened. But if you're a storytime YouTuber, you got to give it a little bit of pizzazz, you know, bending the truth a little bit. So if I was a storytime YouTuber, it would go a little bit like this. So this soup is like frozen, man, like properly frozen. Again, the ladle, the hit on it, knocking it. It is frozen solid. And this man is like, what? This soup is cold? And they're like, oh my god, I can't believe you forgot to turn the heater on. And then he's like, oh, you're telling me I can't have any soup? And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I meant to turn the heater on, but I didn't know. And he's like, get around here, bend over, and I'll soup your ass, young man. And I was like, oh my god. And then my manager pulled me aside. She yanked my arm, and she hit my head into a wall, and she says, I'm gonna fuck you with a toothbrush. Example 2. So if you're from the UK, you know it can get pretty busy in Grogs at certain times of the day. And this Men in Black looking ass guy comes in dressed in a black suit, black shades. If you've seen Men in Black, I didn't really need to do that explanation. He's holding a sandwich, and he finally makes it to the front of the busy line. And I say about 4 to 5 times, like, who's next? Excuse me, it's Scooby. Hello? Excuse me. So he's up here being some like hitman NPC, and there's this old lady like, oh, excuse me, I think you're next. But he's like pieing everyone, or I think spacing, they say in up north, spacing, I don't know. Anyhow, I served the old woman behind him who's waiting, trying to get his attention, because I think, oh, he's not even here. She's ignoring everyone. And so she comes over, I start serving her, he snaps back into Grogs mode, and he's like, wait, what a second, and he sees the woman in front of him getting served, and the woman behind him getting served, realizes he's in the void that is the Grog's queue. Fuck me. In a spat of rage, he takes his sandwich, he throws it at me, it hits the till, and he storms out and never to be seen again. And so, of course, being in England, everybody does the commentary of, oh, some people. And that's pretty much that. But I'm trying to tell you, if you want to have your own YouTuber convention, you've got to be a convincing storytime YouTuber and tell the story a little bit like this. So this man's just standing in the queue, and I'm like, excuse me, sir, I'm ready to serve you. And he's like, la 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 la. And this old one behind him's like, oh, excuse me, sir, he's ready to serve you. And then he goes, la 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 la, in her face. And he whips off his glasses. In fact, it hits a little kid in the face. He's got a big chunk missing out of his face because of this. He stares at me. His eyes go completely black. He opens his mouth. Blood is dripping out of his mouth. He gets his sandwich. He tears it open. He gets the lettuce out, the cheese out, the tomatoes out. He's got like 5 hands, and he shoves it into the ear holes and the nose holes and the mouth and a little bit in that old lady's ass. Picks her up and rips her in half. There's blood and guts going everywhere. And he throws the old woman at me. I'm go, and there's these bits of old lady flying at me. A shoe comes off, her bus pass hits me in the eye. I've still got a little bit of scar there. Can you see it? Oh god! And then he throws a chair, and then like this little 8-year-old kid, he throws through the window and breaks it, and he storms up and he flies out like the end of the Matrix. And oh man, I can't believe I got out alive. Ah, there we go. We're verified on Twitter. Now, step 2, this is short and sweet, but it is very important. You want to get some hype around the convention. You want to get people coming. You're going to have to get some featured creators. Not the free featured creators, not the featured fucking creators who are paying $65. Like, real creators, by the way. No sugarcoating this shit. We're going to need people to attract people to actually come to your convention. So I've asked my good friend, Dame 2 Casita, to come along. Now, I know you're thinking, God, where's he getting these connections from? And I know not everyone's going to be as fortunate as me. But remember, aim high and you will get places. Okay, let's call him. Let's call him. Oh man, are you not seeing? Come on. It's ringing. It's ringing. Oh my god. It's probably gonna ring for a while because he's doing this little alien dance on them. He's on Mars. It's gonna take a while anyway. Come on.
Hello?
Hello. Is this Dame 2 Casita?
Sorry, wrong alien. Fucking Christ.
Yeah, so make sure to pick up your featured furry creator passes for $65 to meet the Dame 2 Casita, only at WolfCon 2019. Step 3, at TanaCon. I'm quite jealous that I didn't think of this myself, but at TanaCon they had goodie bags with over $400 worth of items in these goodie bags. Now in Tana's bag, this featured stickers, including Peter stickers. I think she's like cruelty-free and stuff. Wristbands, like a Gucci wristband, which, you know, if you're spending $65 to go to TanaCon, you've got to be wearing Gucci. I think there was a lanyard, love a good lanyard. There was a Tana condom. Oh, so funny, so hilarious. Now you're probably hearing what I just said was in the TanaCon goodie bag and thinking, but what else is in it? Well, yeah, everyone else is thinking the same thing, so we haven't really got a clear answer on that one. So I decided I'm going to make my own WolfCon bag. So you just got to get your little goodie bag here. I haven't got a wolf logo on it yet, but don't worry, that's probably going to come into effect. So first of all, you got your Guitar Hero Live controller. Now you're probably thinking, oh my god, a Guitar Hero Live controller? That's so cool. No, that's what you got to try and get people to think. Whereas really, Guitar Hero Live is quite bad, and so they're selling off loads of these controllers cheap. It's good for the finance, things like that. Bit of dust. Anyway, let's see what else we can get. Picture of me sleeping when I was 15. That's quite cute. Actually, I might get into some trouble for that one. Dead Rising 4 limited edition snow globe, which is actually fallen off. Stick that in there. And the rest. Screwdriver. Never gonna know when you need a screwdriver. Maybe we can have a new KnockoutWolf meme going around where I'm like, he fucked me with a screwdriver. Some deodorant, because you know you kind of got to assume that attendees of WolfCon's gonna have some BO issues. A G Fuel sticker. Use code WOLF for a special secret message underneath which says this code is invalid. What other shit have I got in my room? A jacket with ears on it that I genuinely bought at one stage in my life. A 4-kilogram weight to hit yourself over the head with when you're at the convention. And finally, my very own mixtape with tracks from all different kinds of genres. I'll give you a little sneak preview on some of them tracks right now. Introducing the KnockoutWolf Tana Amanda special mixtape, exclusive to WolfCon goodie bags. 8 brand new tracks across 8 different genres, including Sellout by Racist Big Fish. You know that you are a stupid, right? You stupid. You stupid. Tana's infamous almost put mascara in my vagina instead of a tampon tweet and metal remix. The electropop Hard R ballad. Hard R. Smiling. Loud as fuck. And as a bonus track, for those in Austria, a campfire version of He Fucked Me with a Toothbrush. Oh, he fucked me with a toothbrush. Oh yeah, he fucked me with a toothbrush. You know he fucked me with a... Woo! You made it through the 3 hardest steps. You're an exaggerating storytime YouTuber. You've got creators to come to your convention. You've got a sick goodie bag together, but there's one more thing you've got to do. You've got to get the actual venue. Now, this must have been the hardest part for Tana because, whew, has she ever done anything hard in her life, apart from the time where she had to jump out of a 15-foot building as it was exploding, and then she actually bounced off a car, and then she lost her leg, but then he got sewn back on by a medical scientist. And then she got fucked by a toothbrush. So let's go to Airbnb.com. Now, if you don't know what Airbnb is by now, it's a company that allows people to rent out their houses and flats and stuff like that for people to go on holiday, much like a hotel. And as you know, all great conventions happen in hotels. So here we are on Airbnb. Okay, so let's put in Anaheim, June 2019, 4 to 6 people. Oh no, I'm not looking for a place to stay after. I'm looking for the actual venue. See, I've got 2 million subs, and I thought, even though VidCon's happening across the road, hopefully we won't surpass 6 people. It'll be fine. Also, the meet and greets are going to be in the toilet, where really we can only have about 3 people at max, including the creator, so we're fine. So that's how you make your own great convention. I would love to see all 6 of you there. That'd be fantastic. If these steps helped, remember to like, comment, subscribe, rate, add to your favorites, share on Bebo, MySpace. Also, if you'd like to check out my second channel in the description, I'm now going to be doing exaggerated story times, because my life, it could be a bit boring, but I like to twist the truth a little bit, just add a little bit of pizzazz. Like, there was this one time when I was driving, like, with my one hand, and I was doing this out the window with the weight, and then, like, there was a big ramp, and I was like, whoa! And then, like, I did, like, 360 in the air, and then I landed. That's the boring version. I'll like, spice it up a little bit. So thank you. My camera cut out, and I think it was for the best.